What's going on, man? Another day, which means I have more free picks for you. We went 2-1 in our last free pick video, so profitable, made some money there, and that puts us on a 15-4 run over our last 19 free picks. So obviously we're doing very, very well. So if you want more free picks like that, I have 3 more in today's video that I'm super confident in. All I ask before we jump into it is number 1, hit the subscribe button, and number 2, hit the like button. Let's try to get this video to 50 likes. It's free. It helps me out a ton. So go down and do that. And now we can jump straight into it with the first thing that I want to talk about being Player Profit. If you haven't heard of Player Profit, it's a website where you can go get yourself a bankroll where you don't have to risk any of your own money, but you can still bet on games and it will allow you to bet a lot more. So for example here, I got myself a $10,000 bankroll and I just staked $500 to win $450 on the Clippers plus 4. So the Clippers, they got to lose by 4 or less. I win $450. And the only catch is they take 30% of the profit. So you take 70%, they take 30%. But what's great about it is I would normally be betting like $100 on this bet, not $500. So I'm still able to make way more money. Now, the way this works is just go click the first link in the description or just go to the website yourself and use my code FBL. It's going to give you 10% off, and you can use the code as many times as you want. So what you're going to do, go click the first link in the description, and it's going to bring you to a screen like this right here. And as you can see, here's a $1,000 bankroll, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, and then $100,000. I just bought a $100,000 bankroll, and I'm going to start betting $1,000 plus per bet. And it's about to start making me a lot of money. I think we all know if you have a big bankroll, it's a lot easier to make money. And what's great is you buy it. So say you buy this $10,000 bankroll for $250. You then have to go through phase 1 and phase 2. All you got to do is pick some winning picks, show them that you know what you're doing. And once they know what you're doing, you can actually get funded and you get this full bankroll to play with and you can start making yourself money. So look here. The minimum risk is $100, the maximum is $500. You can bet anywhere from $100 to $500 on a bet, and even if you end up losing or you lose the money once you get funded, you don't lose any of your personal money. They lose their money, you don't lose any of yours. The only risk that you're taking is this initial investment to get the bankroll. Literally one of the best things that I've ever seen when it comes to sports betting. I promise you, go click the first link in the description, sign up, or just use my code FBL on the website here. And what that'll do for you is it'll get you 10% off. So if you purchase this for $1,000, it'll take $100 off of it. There's no reason why you shouldn't go do that. The first link in the description or code FBL, go do that, get yourself funded, and start making a lot more money. But now, with that being said, we can jump into the picks. And the first pick for today's video is going to be Jonathan Kuminga to go over 11.5 points. As you can see on the season, he's been going over this mark at a 70% rate. And then when you add in his projected minutes here, which is 26, let's put him between 23 and 29. He is going over this mark at an 85% rate, averaging 16 points per game in this stretch. So, pretty no-brainer here. Obvious pick we should be taking over, especially since even if you lower down the minutes, let's say 20, he's still going over at a 74% rate, averaging 15 points. So even if he plays a little bit less than what he's expected to, he still should go over this mark, especially since he's already played the Clippers 3 times this season, and he went over this mark every single time. This game, obviously, he had 37 minutes, but he did drop 34 points, which is obviously really promising. But in these 2 games, he played 22 and 19 and still managed to go over in both of them. And a big reason for that, in my opinion, is similar players against the Clippers are going over at a 53% rate. So more are going over than not are going over. So that's why I like this pick. Similar players, he's gone over 3 out of 3 times so far this season. And in his projected minute range, he has just been absolutely crushing this over. So go take this while you can, 11.5 points. I won't be surprised if this gets bumped. You can get it at 10.5 here. If you can get this at 10.5, this is absolutely insane value. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't take this at 10.5. I mean, he's gone over this mark in 95% of games at 10.5. So go lock this in at 10.5 or 11.5. I like it at both. And now we can jump into my second pick of the video, which is going to be Bogdanovic to go under 2.5 assists. I already have the filters here added, but I'll go ahead and take them off to add them to make it make sense for you. So obviously on the season, he's going over this mark at a 63% rate, which doesn't look the greatest. But the reason I like this is let's add in his minutes. So let's go 20 to 26 minutes, and that cuts it down to 55%. And then what really makes this jump off the screen is the Warriors are really, really good at allowing assists. So top 15 in assists allowed, and they're top 15 against his position. And when you add both of those things together, he's only going over this mark at a 12% rate, averaging just 1.4 assists in these games. He went over one time, and he only went over by 1 assist. So I'm absolutely loving this here at 2.5. Go get it while you can. I don't see this line moving because if it does, the odds are going to be all jacked up. So I expect it to stay here around 2.5, but you might start getting worse odds if you don't hurry up and go get it. So I'm taking this under 2.5, especially since he already played the Warriors once this season, and in that game, he only had 1 assist. So he already proved to us one time in his minutes, he had 23 minutes in this game, that he went under, well under his mark. And with all the filters added, like I showed you just a second ago, he went well under this mark as well. He's only gone over in 1 out of 8 games, and that's why I like it so much. So go take this under 2.5. And now real quick, before I give you my last pick of the video, I do want to mention, once again, that you need to go get one of these challenges. I'm telling you, I promise you, it's going to be worth your money. It's a fast-tracked way to be able to make a lot more money sports betting. Go get yourself to $5,000, $10,000, $25,000, whatever you're comfortable with. All you got to risk is this initial price. After that, you're not going to lose any more of your own money, and you're going to get yourself a big bankroll to be able to place big-time bets on. I already showed you I have $500 on this Clippers game right here, and that's not any of my own money. I'm not risking any of my own money. If this bet loses, no problem. But if it wins, I get 70% of the profit. So go click the first link down below. You'll see it in the pinned comment. And now we can get into my last pick of the video, which is going to be Kawhi Leonard to go over his PRA line of 32.5. The reason I like this is simply due to how he's been playing as of late. In his last 12 games, he has gone over this mark at an 83% rate, averaging almost 37 PRA a game in this stretch. So that's the number one reason why I like it. I really do think he's going to crush this. He's been crushing it as of late. He's only gone under in this Mavs game where he played 24 minutes and this Magic game, which is obviously a tough matchup because of the slow pace they have. So if we just go ahead and add in the minute equation real quick and make him play more than 24 minutes, what you're going to see is he is going over this mark in 11 of 12 games, a 91% hit rate, and considering this spread is only a 4-point spread, he should get all of his minutes in this game, and as long as that happens, he is going to absolutely crush this over, in my opinion, especially since 73% of similar players are going over against the Warriors, and as you can see right here, they're a decent matchup. They're not great in every category, but they are great in some. They're 25th against spot-ups, where he scores 18% of his points, and they're 22nd against isolation, where he scores 11% of his points. So I'm taking this 32.5. I'd take it up to 33.5, but that's as far as I'd go. Go get this before this gets bumped any higher. He's averaging well over this mark when he plays 25-plus minutes in his last 12 games. So go lock this in. That's going to be my 3 free picks. I think they're all going to cash. Hopefully we can sweep. And until next time, let's all go print some money.